Let me ask you something. When was the last time you were genuinely curious? Not scrolling, not consuming, not watching someone else do the thinking for you. Actually curious. Because curiosity isn't a personality trait. Don't be deceived. It's a discipline. And most people quietly lose it as they grow older. This is Tiebreaker. Welcome again to another episode of Tiebreaker, where we have conversations on whatever has the potential to give you a competitive advantage out there. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. Sit back and grab your notepads. And if you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments, questions, or whatever I can improve on. Thank you. Now, back to the video. As kids, curiosity is natural. We ask questions, we pull things apart, we want to know why. I remember when I was much younger, I broke apart my mom's DVD player to build a drone. My mom was not having it. I had the time of my life. Needless to say, I won't be trying that again. Not with our DVD player anyways. But something happens along the way. We start valuing certainty over curiosity. We start valuing looking smart over learning. We start avoiding questions that make us uncomfortable. And slowly, curiosity dies. Not because we don't have time, but because curiosity requires humility. To stay curious, you have to admit you don't know. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't stop being curious because they figured life out. Quite the contrary. They stop because curiosity threatens their identity. And for the most part, that's something we will go through and nail for to protect. If you ask questions, you might discover you're wrong, or you've outgrown your beliefs, or your certainty was actually built on laziness. So instead of staying curious, people double down on what they already know. They find comfort in not stretching things out of place, in not doing too much. I mean, the mental strain of that. And that's how stagnation starts. Curiosity has an art to it. It's not merely random questioning. It's not being nosy. It's not chasing every new idea. The art is in how you hold questions. You don't rush to answers. You don't weaponize curiosity to win arguments. You sit with uncertainty longer than is comfortable. Think about someone who hears an idea they disagree with. The impatient person jumps straight into a response. They're already forming a counter argument while the other person is still talking. They're not curious. They're just waiting for their turn to speak. A curious person does something different. They pause. They let the idea sit. Even when it feels uncomfortable. Even when it challenges what they already believe. They ask, what am I missing here? Not to agree, not to submit, but to understand. That pause, that willingness to stay with uncertainty is the art. Anyone can ask questions. Not everyone can hold a question without rushing to close it. That's why curious people handle complexity better. They don't panic when answers aren't immediate. They stay engaged long enough for clarity to actually take form. Curious people are patient with complexity. But curiosity is not just an art. It's also an act. ACT. You have to practice it. You choose to ask more questions, read past the headline, listen without preparing a rebuttal, admit I don't know without shame. Staying curious is an action you take daily, not a trait you're born with. And here's the part people often miss out. Curiosity will take you further than talent. Talent gets you noticed. Curiosity keeps you growing. Curious people adapt much faster. They learn deeper. They stay relevant longer. Build wisdom, not just information. The moment you stop being curious is the moment growth slows, even if success doesn't. Now, let me be blunt here. If you're no longer curious, you're probably too comfortable. And comfort is dangerous. It makes you defensive. It makes you predictable. It makes you obsolete. Curiosity keeps you sharp. It keeps you human. So here's the question I'll leave you with. What's something you stopped questioning? Not because you understand it, but because questioning it would cost you comfort. Thank you for staying tuned to the end. Like, share, comment, and please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next week. This is Tiebreaker.